welcome to today's lesson. You might be wondering, like, how can we use the verb to be, or when are we supposed to use it? So if we have singular subjects, he, she, it, the present of verb to be will be is. But if we have a plural subject, like if we have they, we, and you, will be are. And then if we have I, the verb will be am. Let's look at these examples. Like in here we have I am, and then we have a teacher. For example, I am a teacher. So we have I followed with am. Alright, and then we have the object. Another example will be she. So we have here she followed with is. Why? Because with she we use is. She is maybe a student. Alright? Or if we have they. So with they we use are. They are maybe friends. Okay? So these are the things that you need to be careful about. You need to have the subject followed with the verb and then the object. This is so important for you to remember. If you want to have grammatically correct sentence, you need to make sure that you have the subject followed with the verb and the object. Alright? Now let's look at more details on how to make questions using verb to be. Basically, when it comes to questions, there are a few things that you need to be careful about, alright? Because if you want to make a question, there are like yes and no questions, and also there is another type of questions where you need to provide details. Alright, now let's look at yes or no questions. She is a student. So this is the sentence. Now we need to make the question. How can we make it? You have verb to be here, right? So is verb to be. So what we need to do, we use it at the beginning of the sentence. So it will be is, okay, she. And then followed with a student with a question mark. So, is she a student? So if you start the question with is, so you are expecting only yes, she is, or no, she is not. That's it. We are friends. Okay? Full stop. Remember that. They are friends. If you want to make the question, we start with are. Are. Make sure you capitalize A. Okay? Because it's at the beginning of the sentence. So, are they? And then friends. That's it. The answer can be yes, they are, or no, they are not. So let's look at this question. The question here starts with where. Where is she? Means we want a sentence that is connected with a fact. Like, where is she? Is she at home? Is she outside? Where is she? So the answer will be she is, and then probably at home. We will talk about WH questions later on in one of the upcoming lessons, but for now, what I want you to do is that I just want you to remember two things. When it comes to verb to be, there is something called present of verb to be or past of verb to be. Past of verb to be will be was and were. These two things. So when it comes to was, the subject will be I, he, she, it. But when it comes to were, will be they, we, and you. Alright, so you really need to be careful on this. She was a student. Okay, so here we have she followed with was, meaning that in the past she was a student in the past. Maybe she was a student last month. Maybe last week. Alright, so here we are talking about something that happened and finished. She was a student. Now, maybe now she is a teacher, she is an engineer, she is a doctor, she is anything else. Okay, the same thing when it comes to they were students, for example. Okay, so basically you can use it with anything, right? But if you look at this one, we have here she is a student. So do you see the difference now? So the first one, she was, this is finished. Here it is finished, but she is. It means it is still going on. So you have to be very careful on this. Alright? And the same thing with the question. If you want to write a question using past tense, then you can just say, was she a student? And with present, is she a student? The answer will be yes, she was, or yes, she is. So it depends on what you want to ask. All right, so yeah, basically these are the things that I want you to remember when it comes to a present and past of verb to be. All right, I hope today's lesson was clear. So if you have any questions regarding present of verb to be or past of verb to be, feel free to comment below and I will definitely reply to your comments as soon as possible.